Hi children, this is Venkatraman. Now today's class, 8th class physical science. We are discussing friction chapter. In this friction chapter already we completed conceptual synopsis. What is the friction, what are the types of friction, how to increase the friction, how to decrease the friction, and is friction is necessary or is friction is evil, how it is necessary, where it is necessary, in what way it will be useful for us, and how it will be effect for us in daily life activities, where it will come under effective. All these what we call we discussed. Let us summarize once all this one. A frictional force is nothing but the force of opposing, the opposing force which will act on the surface, which is relatively in motion with another surface, which is relatively in motion with another surface. That force is known as the frictional force. Frictional force always opposes the relative motion of the surfaces. Relative motion of the surfaces. Friction force not only act opposes the relative motion of the surfaces which are relatively in motion, but also it will act between the surfaces which are relatively in rest state. That means we have a mainly four types of friction are there: static friction, sliding friction, rolling friction, fluid friction, which is also known as a drag. So in this imperial reflection on concepts, we already discussed what are the kinds of friction and a activity which explains about nature of friction and also static friction and sliding friction. Now we will go for next question. A book placed on a surface. A book placed on a surface of a table. A book placed on a surface of a table. The book is pushed in one direction. Then draw the forces acting on the book and explain. So the book is placed on a surface of a table. If the book is placed on a surface of a table and the book is pushed in one direction, then what are the forces acting? How many forces are acting on that book that we have to draw in a diagram, which we will call it as a FBD diagram, free body diagram. So they are asking to draw FBD diagram, free body diagram of a book, placed on table, placed on a table, on a table. So what is a FBD diagram? Which shows all the forces acting on that book. How many forces are acting on that book? All that forces which will be we have to represent in the diagram. That diagram is free body diagram. FBD diagram will say. What is a diagram? It's a diagram in which we have to represent all the forces acting on that object. Let me table. Table. On the table, place the book. On this table surface, one book be placed. One book be placed. We are placing a book here. We placed a book here. Now on that book or a block, nothing but you can take a book or a what we call block. This book on that book, now how many forces are acting? One is we are pushing that book. where they mentioned that we are going on pushing that book in one direction. That means pushing force. Pushing force. What is this force? Pushing force. Pushing force in one direction. Which direction? In this one. Left to right direction. Left to right direction. Then there will be a frictional force act between the surface of the book and the surface of the table, which always tries to oppose the movement of that object, relative motion of that object. So let me draw clearly. Yeah, one force, which is a frictional force. This is a frictional force. Frictional force, which always opposes the relative motion of the one surface on another surface. Then its weight, it is a CG, center of gravity, CG. Now always what you call weight will be up the force of the total weight of the object will be applied to its center, it is geometrical center, that will called as CG. From the CG, its weight W is equals to M into G. M into G. Mass into gravity. Its weight will always act vertically downwards. Then the surface will going on apply one normal force. One normal force on its vertical all the parts, that is there is CG only. So in this way, we have these are the forces. If suppose if this capital F is greater than small f, if then book will be pushed, book will be book is pushed towards right, pushed towards the direction of towards the direction of towards the direction of pushing force. Pushing force. If both are equal, the book will be at rest position. If both are equal, the frictional force never be greater than the applied force. It may be equal to or less than the vertical applied force. So if F is equal to small f, book is in rest position. Book is at rest position or in rest position also we can tell. Obviously, this W will be equals to N. Weight of the object will be equals to what we call normal force. What is this? Normal force acted, normal force acted by the table surface, by the table surface on book, on book surface, on book surface. This is known as normal force. It always act vertically downwards. Both will be equal. That means if F is equals to small f, if a capital F is equal to small f, and the W will be equals to N, then therefore net force will be equals to 0. Net force is equals to 0. Then book will be at rest position. Book is at rest position. It won't change its protocol position from time to time. In this way, if you draw a picture which represents all the forces acting on that object, that diagram is known as free body diagram. Free body diagram. In that way, we can be able to tell that one. So please note down that one. So in that way, we discussed regarding FBD diagram, for free body diagram, which will represent a book and what to say on a table surface on which what are the forces acting on that. All that whatever we discussed here. Now we will go for next one. Give few examples of sliding friction. Give few examples of sliding friction. We already discussed regarding examples of sliding friction. What? When you sit in a bus or in a car or in a school bus or in a vehicle, then you will be at rest with respect to seat of the bus or seat of the vehicle. But that means that the frictional force is not acting deeply on you. Definitely, frictional force is acting on you. Which frictional force is acting on you? That is static friction. Static friction. Static friction. So, which force is acting on us on you? Frictional force will be static friction will act on you. Static friction is acting on you. Then now we are discussing about examples of sliding friction. Examples of sliding friction. Sliding friction. Sliding friction. Sliding friction examples. Now, how the sliding friction example? What are the friction? Then there is a frictional force will comes to play between the tires, between the tires and between the road, between the tires and the road. That frictional force is known as we will tell that sliding friction. Sliding friction. So examples of sliding friction. Then also, which frictional force will act between what we call tires and the road floor? Which frictional force? Sliding frictional force will act between the what we call the tires and that car road surface of the road. So that is an example of sliding friction. Suppose if you are sliding on inclined plane, if you are sliding on inclined plane, if you are sliding on inclined plane, then there will be a frictional force will act between us and what we called the surface of the slider. The surface of the slider, which will call as sliding friction. What is it? Sliding friction. So even if you drop any object, if you roll, if you drop what we call a ball or sphere, the many sliding in a slider, it will going on flow because of then which force will try to stop that motion of that sphere or ball, that is a sliding friction. What is it? Sliding friction. So what is sliding friction? The friction which comes to play between the two surfaces which are relatively in motion. Even when you are rubbing two palms against each other, when you are rubbing palms against each other, then what will happen? These two, their frictional force will act. Frictional force will act, which is nothing but a what to say? Sliding friction. Sliding friction, which always try to oppose which will always tries to oppose this relative motion of the two objects. Relative motion of the two objects. In that way, we have few examples regarding sliding friction. Sliding friction. Examples of sliding friction. So, like that, we have a sliding friction examples. Now we'll go for next concept. Another example of sliding friction where we can able to observe the sliding friction is if suppose if you go to resort, there will be water sliding will be there. because of water acting between as a what we call lubricant between our surface and the slider, the frictional force will be less and we can able to slide very fastly because of water flowing. So in that way, your sliding friction will be less. Sliding friction will be less. We can tell that sliding friction will be less. So in that way, we can able to tell we have a sliding friction. Sliding friction. Next, other examples. Now we will go for other example. Similarly, examples of rolling friction. Where we have examples of rolling friction, we are discussed regarding examples of rolling friction. Now, whenever we just generally prefer to go for long journey, nowadays we are not doing that one because of Corona. Then we had to carry heavy luggage where for our suitcase and for our what we call heavy weights, we have rollers which will reduce the friction between the that rollers and that surface where they what we call made to roll that the friction which is try to restrict them is known as a rolling friction. So because of rollers rolling on the surface of the road, because of rollers rolling on the surface of the floor, the frictional force will be less. If you drag them without rollers, we need heavy pulling force to carry from place to place. In that way, we have a example of rolling friction. Even there will be rolling friction and sliding friction, both will act between tires and what tires of the vehicle and the road surface. Because of what we call they are going on rolling, this type of what we call the rolling friction and sliding friction both will act, which makes our work very easy by applying little bit effort, In that way, we have these examples of rolling friction. Next question, we can able to tell that. Next question, we can tell that we can able to discuss example of fluid friction. Examples of fluid friction means when the aeroplanes and helicopters and rockets move through the air, or ships sailing, or submarines sailing through the water, then this type of friction will be offered by the water, and friction will be offered by the mm, mm, friction will be offered by the what to say this fluid which will called as air, and water, that we will call it as a that type of frictional force is nothing but fluid friction. Now we have to explain how we can able to tell that we have to explain that how this normal force is directly proportional to frictional force. Yeah, whether this frictional force is frictional force is frictional force directed directly proportional to the directly proportional to the normal force. They are asking question. Yes, if normal force increases, on object, we'll try to do one thing. We'll place one table here. And on that table, we will place what we call one block of wood. For that block of wood, we'll tie one string, and for that string, we will join spring balance, which consists of a spring, and for this spring balance, we will have a holder where we will hold and going on pull it. Inside it will have a spring. The stretching of the spring directly proportional to force applied by us. Now starting, we will try to pull this wooden block, and then how much stretch of the spring will take place, that much what we call frictional force is offered by the offered by the this wooden block, which is called static friction. If you little bit apply force, it won't move. It won't begin to move. Then little bit we increase, then that friction, the static friction also will increase. Still, we'll try to move. There will limit for the that static friction. If you overcome that limitation of that static friction, then it starts to begin. It begins to move. It starts to move. Now, whenever it begins to move, note down the friction, this stretching of this spring balance. It will give idea about how much limitation of frictional force is there. Now, find out the limiting force of that static friction of that single wooden block. Now, what do you do? Place another wooden block. What will happen? It is going on applying normal force. Normal force. Or you press that one with our one hand and try to pull with another hand. Again, we have to note down this spring balance reading before it begins to move. Before it begins to move. That means again we are finding limiting friction of that static friction. Limitation of that static friction or limiting force of that static friction. So in both the cases, if you find limiting force of static friction, in which case limiting force will be more. In second case, the limiting force will be more. Why? Because of another block placed above this first block. It is going on applying vertically downward force, which is normal to the surface of the block. As normal force is increased, what happened? The static friction offered on that block also increases. That's why limiting force of that static friction going on increases. So with that, we can able to tell that yes, frictional force is directly proportional to normal force. That means when normal force increases, frictional force also increases. When normal force decreases, frictional force also decreases. So in this way, few reflections we did on our concepts on regarding frictional chapter. Thank you.